So guys, when I ask you, tell me about yourself, what comes into mind? When I say introduce yourself, what comes into mind? Like, where do you start from? Where do you begin? So this Miss Akwaaba first episode, our first task was we should introduce ourselves. Well, that's I think one of the first question for me as an individual. Tell us about yourself. You want to know more about you. What do you want to know about me? That's what I ask myself. What do you want to know about me? You have to sit down. So let's have had the templates. You want to know about yourself, your school, your working experience, your family, the number of tourist sites you visited. So I feel like okay, that's more like something. God been so good. I have a friend called April. Yeah, I have April, I have Hafsha. So my first episode, those two people have guided me. Yes, the first episode, this were my teachers. And they have to tell me, Love Mark, make sure in your introduction, add a philosophy, be confident. The key word was for me to be confident. So the first episode was quite interesting. In as much as I was tense on that stage, I have to do more research. There are things I didn't even know about myself. I remember when I told the audience, I love to cook, and all my followers were like, "Love Mark? Since when?" If my mom was even laughing because it's like, "Yo, let me ask you to cook," and I ran away from the kitchen. So what shows you love to cook? But in all, the first episode was kind of yeah. Some contestants were fumbling with their words, which I understand because of stage fright. They would have done better without a camera on them, but I believe well there's camera on them, that was what we're fumbling. And I think one advantage I had up on the first episode was it was about myself. So even if I lied to the judges, I'm not saying I lied to the judges, but even if I say something that's about myself, it's how to capture them, how to draw them closer to me. It's how to capture them. I don't know. I don't know. I just received a message, and this message looks like I don't know if you want to know. Currently, I'm out of town, so the message was ah okay. I can read it to you or let's come from my phone. So I'm out of town basically, so the network here is a little bit poor. Yeah. Yeah, so the first episode was okay. So from now and then I'll be updating you with every episode after the episode. But this particular I'm going to talk about 3 episodes. Now the second episode was about a tourist site we visited. And I have to choose Blue Waterfall, which is the highest waterfall in West Africa. Now I chose the waterfall because one, I've experiences, I've been here, and then I don't have to talk about some sentences, some history. Like I have issue with history though, unless you're special to me and you've done something to me, and I have to keep the dates and the year and time in mind. But come on. So I chose Blue Waterfall because one, I feel like it's, the waterfall. The experience is magical. Yes, it's very magical, and I still have a vivid picture in my head. Even though the first time I was there, that was 7 years, so that's 7 years ago, but that picture was still in mind. So I chose that waterfall, and I was able to present on it. But with that, but the second episode, my mom was actually my coordinator. She taught me. She had to tell me how to present, and mom was like, "Love Mark, this whole pageantry was all about how to sell Ghana. So make sure you call on to investors during your presentation." That was a tip from my mom, and that particular point really got the judges. Yes, love the best more. That particular point actually got the judges, and God being so good, they loved the presentation, and they were like, that was they used the word extreme, and there was a dramatic phrase, there was a dramatic aspect on that particular comment from the judges. So my biological mom watched the video, and then when she heard the extremely, she thought that that was a bad performance for me, so I should go back and do my research. So mom was freaking out, and she called me, was like, come and sleep at home, then. But second episode too, we nailed it. God being so good, God being on our side. And then the toughest one was the dance, the third episode. The third episode was actually about cultural dance, traditional dance, and you know, if those who know me very well know, say, yeah, but asa, dear love my dear, little darling. And imagine my first dance as a person, as a young girl, was going to be on a national television. Sure, kind of. I freaked out on stage. It didn't go so well with us. With our third episode, I disappointed my mom. Yeah, I was sad. The third episode wasn't that good for me because I freaked out on stage. I was familiar with my voice, which was unlike me. Yes, I was a little bit depressed. Like, yo, that was the saddest week for me. I was having difficulty to even go into my mom's DM because and I didn't even realize a lot of people were watching me until I messed up. I messed up on stage. Like people have to call me, don't worry. And my friends, oh goodness gracious, I pray God hasn't blessed with such friends. They were laughing, some have to call me, and what they could do on the phone was just laughed. And let's have to even make mockery of myself just to relieve the tension. Yeah, but just it's a challenge, yeah. And I realized that's my weakness, and I've accepted it. But not in a bad way, but I realized when it comes to dance, I have to put in much effort, and I don't want to blame anyone for my bad performance, but it's a competition, and each individual, one way or the other, will encounter a crisis. And as I've already stated earlier on, it was good we have to do the dance during the third episode, not on an eviction day. Because if that were to be an eviction day, guys, I would have been out of the competition. But God being so good, just the third episode, which was in the eviction day, so that was okay. But this is a biggest challenge for me, and I have to make sure I win. Yes, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans out there, my Sunday school, my friends, my school, my church. See, it's like a big burden. It's like I'm representing a bigger community on that particular platform, so I have to put in my all. So guys, don't forget to vote for me to the short my short code is love mark, but dial *65 300 ash, and the short code is love mark, and enter the number of votes you want to vote for me, so we can do 50 votes, 100 votes. A vote is just one city, so don't forget to vote. And I promise you guys, I'm going to put in my all in all. So far I've updated in the 3 episodes. The first episode was basically about myself. The second episode was about a waterfall university. Yeah, and then the third episode was a cultural dance, which I already told you guys we messed up. But the fourth episode is going to be on the naming ceremony in every community. So watch out for Just the Press, and keep on supporting me, and thank you for all the comments, everything. Thank you. I love you all, and this is your girl Sensational Love Mark. And as I've already promised you guys, every week I'm going to give you updates on every episode, the tasks ahead of me, and the preparation, and keep your fingers crossed. I love you all, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Someone may like to be inspired by my story. Thank you. Bye bye.